Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back to PFL9, Week 9, Season 9, a whole bunch of nines. This week, we're taking on Murphy. Murphy's team is on the right. He's got a Mega Gallade, he's got a Quagsire, he's got a Togekiss, he's got a regular Scizor, Alolan Exeggutor, a whole bunch of things on his team that might pose a threat to us. Now, I'm a little sick. And I'm in my voice. If I cough during this introduction or during the commentary of the battle, I have to apologize. I've been sick for the last 5 days, but sickness does not stop us from getting that W this week. So this week we're actually see right there. I had to cough. This week we're bringing Heatran. Last week we actually ended up not bringing Heatran. I thought that Heatran had a pretty poor matchup against Mike's team, but he's back now, holding the Gracium Z. He's got Stealth Rock, Solar Beam, Earth Power, and Lava Plume. 3 moves for coverage, Solar Beam, and Gracium Z, specifically to hit the Quagsire. Now, maybe he'll expect it, maybe he won't. When I fought Gage, it was the last time I brought Heatran with the Gracium Z. And it worked out in our favor pretty well. We got a 70% hit on him. It was pretty cool. Stealth Rocks in case we want to lead with this Heatran. I'm not sure who we might want to lead with. Lava Plume kills the Scizor, hits the Nidoqueen, hits pretty much, kills the Scizor, hits the Nidoqueen. Earth Power kills the Nidoqueen. And so Heatran's going to be one of our main hitters. Earth Power also hits the Chandelure. I neglected to mention that he has a Chandelure. He is a bulky special sweeper. I literally just clicked this button because that's what I want him to do. I want him to be bulky. I don't want him to be fast, and I want him to just destroy lives. And that's what he's going to do. That's what Joseph is going to do. Next, we have Placebo, our Manaphy. Now, I opted not to run the Z move on Manaphy this week. Usually I run Z Rain Dance or Waterium Z, Surf or Scald or something. I gave him the leftovers. Now, 100 speed EVs lets him outspeed Chandelure. Base 80s, I think. It lets him outspeed Chandelure and Togekiss, which is pretty much all we need. With Tail Glow, Surf, Energy Ball, and Heal Bell. Now, am I going to keep Heal Bell? I don't know. 152 investment in HP because I do want him to be a little bit bulky. If the Mega Gallade comes in and he wants to close combat after I Tail Glow, then I'm not going to keep Heal Bell. Nope, not going to do that. No shot that happens. That's why it's Placebo, because you expect him to be a Z Rain Dance set, but actually he's Tail Glow and U-Turn. U-Turn I want to have for the Alolan Exeggutor, just in case he comes in, resists both of these moves. I need the Energy Ball for the Quagsire more than I need the Ice Beam for coverage, so I could just run 3 attacking moves, but I don't know. Maybe I could do that. I don't know, we'll see. But holding the leftovers, max special attack, and the speed to outspeed Togekiss and Chandelure. Next we have our Mega Aerodactyl, counterpicked because this Pokemon just completely invalidates almost all of his team, which is so cool. With Stone Edge, Aerial Ace, Pursuit, and Fire Fang, I'm thinking about running Earthquake over Pursuit, but I know that he's going to want to switch out of certain things. I am gonna run Earthquake over Pursuit. I don't know why I have Pursuit. It doesn't really hit anything for super effective damage besides the Chandelure, and it's not super necessary. I don't know how much damage it does the Gallade. Nope, I'm sticking with my guns. Nope, we're gonna stick with it. I'm in a weird mood. I told you I've been sick the last 5 freaking days, so I'm just all over the place. Fire Fang for the Scizor, because otherwise the Scizor will it'll just wall me, and I won't be able to touch it. It'll roost, and it'll bullet punch, and Mega Aerodactyl will be 1-hit KO'd. That's not true. It'll be 2-hit KO, but Mega Aerodactyl has been, in the past, 1-hit KO'd probably 4 times at this point, so we're going to prevent that from happening. Next we have, again, Alolan Ninetales, Danimals, Light Clay, of course, Aurora Veil. It's the only reason to bring this Pokemon. A little bit of a weird EV spread, 28 points into speed, outspeeds everything except the Mega Gallade. Aurora Veil, Toxic in case we end up against one of his walls, if we end up against the Togekiss, or we end up against something we can't hit for whatever reason. We can put something on a timer. Freeze Dry for Quagsire, Togekiss, and Alolan Exeggutor, and then Moonblast specifically for the Mega Gallade in case we get him on a switch. And yeah, I mean, we can't really hit the Scizor, but we're not going to stay in on the Scizor really anyway, so it's not really a huge deal. Now we have a set that I'm pretty happy with. I'm excited. Hopefully it'll work. The idea is to have an Aurora Veil up, and this Kommo-o just takes a super effective hit while using Autonomize. Then I'll be +2 because of the weakness policy. I'll be +2 attack, +2 special attack, and +2 speed. And then now all of a sudden, I can just tear through his entire team. Shadow Claw hits. It kills Glalie, kills Chandelure, Ice Punch kills Nidoqueen, kills Alolan Exeggutor, and Drain Punch just absolutely just gives me all my health back. So, you know, ideally that's what will happen. I have big dreams for this Kommo-o, but we'll see. And last but not least, something a little it's kind of underwhelming as far as Drapion sets go. A couple weeks ago I brought Fell Stinger, but it didn't end up working out. But we have PFL8 Silver. That is, in the past I've named him Garrison, or Valier, because one of the guys who was in the PFL before, one of my friends, he got second place last season. So that's why it's PFL8 Silver now. Garrison, I love you. Assault Vested, so he can take whatever hit from Togekiss or Chandelure. Knock off Fire Fang for the Scizor. I'm really scared of the Scizor. The Bullet Punch really does a number to my team. Poison Jab for Togekiss, and Earthquake for coverage against like Nidoqueen, or it does outspeed the Nidoqueen. I think that 140 investment right here. Yeah, I think that actually it definitely does more than outspeed the Nidoqueen. I'm not sure exactly what that number gives him. It's important for some reason, though. I promise. Anyway, so that's my team. That's what we're rocking with tonight. And I'll be doing the battle a little bit later tonight, and well, for you guys it's right now, so let's get into it. Alright, so we make it into the battle, and I see he has not brought the Mega Gallade, and I was floored. I was like, that's your best Pokemon. Why would you not bring the Mega Gallade? I don't understand. I'm okay with it, but I have a lot of things on my team dedicated strictly to countering this Mega Gallade, like Pursuit on Aerodactyl, Aerial Ace, I mean, I guess I would have run Aerial Ace anyway, Moonblast on Ninetales, Shadow Claw on Kommo-o, like a whole bunch of stuff. But now I know that, you know, he's probably going to lead Liepard, and so I'm thinking, okay, well, Liepard's going to fake out, and he's going to maybe taunt, maybe T-Wave, you know, what does Liepard do? And who do I want to get paralyzed? So I end up leading with Manaphy, actually, because of all my attackers, I'd rather Manaphy. Manaphy doesn't... He is a setup sweeper, but Manaphy does good against all of his team, and I can just hit anything with Surf for pretty good damage, except for Quagsire if it is Water Absorb, but I doubt it was Water Absorb. So turn 1 hits me with a Fake Out, and I'm like, yep, that's about right. Turn 2 hits me with a Taunt, I can't Tail Glow, and I'm like, that's okay, I'm back at 100% health. I'm just going to hit this thing with a Surf, because it's going to do a crazy amount of damage, does 16, hits me with a T-Wave, which is like, whatever. And here's where I make a play. I have U-turn on this Manaphy. He U-turns, and I'm like, haha, me too. I can U-turn as well. It would have killed the Liepard, and now I have initiative on whatever came in. So he sends in Scizor, and I send in Heatran. And I just straight up, I realize that he's probably going to switch out. So I set up the Stealth Rocks, because I could have just went for Lava Plume. I could have just maybe risked him staying in and superpowering me, but I didn't bother. I don't want to stay in on this Nidoqueen because it can Earth Power me, so I go into Drapion, which may not seem like the best switch. I thought Drapion would be able to take an Earth Power a little bit better because it is Assault Vested, but he sets up his Stealth Rocks anyway. So I'm faster, and I go for a knockoff. I knock off the Nidoqueen's Black Sludge, it Earth Powers me, and it does like 70% of my health. And I'm like, alright, that was a lot. I think an Earthquake will kill, but it doesn't. It actually just leaves him on 1 HP. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. He's just going to Earth Power me and kill me. He actually goes for a Sludge Wave. I'm not sure if he expected me to go into Mega Aerodactyl or what the deal was there. But I end up living, and I just revenge kill him a little bit. Knock off, and down goes Nidoqueen. So now we're sitting basically, he has 4 Mons with 1 Mon that is pretty damaged. And we have our Drapion is the only Pokemon on our team who's taking damage now. So he goes for the bullet punch, goes into Scizor, goes for the bullet punch, and I'm like, I actually had no idea if that would even kill. If Earthquake had killed, I don't know if it would have done 30% to me without the Sludge Wave damage, but whatever. So I let Drapion go down, and at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go into Heatran, of course, because this thing's not going to touch me for anything. And I can Lava Plume. I actually decided to go for Earth Power in case he went into either... not Togekiss. In case he went into Chandelure, because if Chandelure had Flash Fire and absorbed that that Fire type attack, then we might have a problem, you know. So he goes into Quagsire, takes an Earth Power, and at this point I decided to pop the Z Bloom Doom, or the Z Solar Beam. I am faster than him. Bloom Doom just outright just bodies his Quagsire, and we're sitting at 4-5. And none of his Pokemon have a great matchup against my Heatran. Heatran totally was like the crux of this battle, if you will. But he goes into Togekiss, and he Aura Spheres. And I just decided to just keep going for Lava Plumes. I think nothing on his team wants to take a Lava Plume. He doesn't want to switch into Chandelure. I end up getting the burn as well on the Lava Plume. So not only did it do like 42%, I got a burn. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to get hit with another Aura Sphere. I don't want to let Heatran go down yet. I know Alolan Ninetales can take this Aura Sphere, so I'll go into him. Maybe set up an Aurora Veil, and then switch into Mega Aerodactyl and just literally clean up his entire team. And that was my plan. But it takes a little bit of hail damage, a little bit of burn damage, and that together it does like actually a substantial amount. Switches out. I set up the Aurora Veil. I don't want to take a Bullet Punch, so I am going to switch out here. I am only at 50%. So the Aurora Veil comes up, and I'm like, okay, well now I can switch back into Heatran, I believe is what I do. Maybe I go into... Actually, I might go into Manaphy. I think I'm going to Manaphy. Let me just real quick speed this up. No, I'm not going to speed it up. Going to Manaphy because I know he can't damage me very much. And he straight up goes for the Defog. And bye-bye Aurora Veil, bye-bye Rocks. Hail's still chilling. Hail's still around, which is kind of annoying, but like whatever, we both have leftovers. And we're paralyzed, so we're slower than the Scizor. But the Scizor will go for knock off my leftovers. Not a big deal. I stay in, I decide to Surf. Nothing on his team wants to take a Surf. Takes like 50%, and we're looking good, honestly. And I know we can take whatever else. He goes for a Bullet Punch, weirdly. It does about 15%. I go for another Surf. Down goes Scizor. Didn't even need Heatran for Scizor. Didn't even need to trap it or anything like that. And he goes into Togekiss. At this point, I'm like, okay, Manaphy's done its job. I'm going to let Manaphy go down. Like, it won't come in handy against the Chandelure because it'll outspeed me, whatever. So he kills my Manaphy. I go into Alolan Ninetales thinking I can just Revenge Kill it. Or not, I can either Revenge Kill it or set up an Aurora Veil. And I try to set up an Aurora Veil, but it outspeeds me. And I don't know what it is, but these people have been scarfing Mons that just don't use scarfs usually. Oh man, I just pulled on my mic a little bit. Let me just real quick reset that. And he's a Scarf Togekiss. He outspeeds me, gets an Air Slash Flinch, and I can't set up an Aurora Veil. So I end up just switching out Alolan Ninetales. I know it's Scarfed because there's no way. There's no way he would outspeed me. And I switch into Heatran to take the Air Slashes. I kill the Togekiss. Well, the Togekiss actually dies to burn damage. Goes into Liepard. Obviously, he's just kind of playing the field with his Heatran. He has nothing else really to do, so he Fake Outs, he Taunts, he Thunder Waves. Thunder Wave wouldn't even really matter that much. And I set up Stealth Rocks because I'm worried about the Chandelure potentially being Focus Sashed. And we're sitting right now. We're sitting at 4 Mons to 1. I just had to do a little, like, really fast catch-up right there, which was... but he has a Chandelure, 76%. I let Heatran go down, and you'd think it'd be like, oh, go into Mega Aerodactyl and just hit Earthquake or just hit Stone Edge. Like, you can just kill the Chandelure. So I do go into Mega Aerodactyl. It's basically a W, you know? Like, I realize that. But I go for the Pursuit. And expecting it maybe to kill. I didn't want to go for a Stone Edge in case I missed. But he ends up popping a Z move. And he gets off, I believe it's either a Z Energy Ball or a Z Solar Beam. And it's a critical hit. And whatever move it was, if it wasn't a critical hit, it would not have killed me. I later ran the calcs. I did the most possible investment that Chandelure could have possibly had. And then I put in my own Mega Aerodactyl set. And we would have lived it 100% of the time. if it had not been a crit. So it would have been a +3, but it wasn't. But we go in with Alolan Ninetales. I set up the Aurora Veil because I don't know. I don't want him to get like a critical hit Psychic or anything crazy. I don't know if a Freeze Dry or a Moonblast can kill at this point. I'm not willing to take any risks. So I put up the Aurora Veil in a Kommo-o, and that's GG. He actually goes for a Shadow Ball right here. He outspeeds me, but it doesn't affect me because of Bulletproof, which is just lovely. And I Shadow Claw, and then that is the game. So it was a +1. Nothing too crazy impressive, but he was down to his last mon when I had 4. I just kept sacking him off for whatever reason. I played it safe with Mega Aerodactyl, brought myself up a +3, but what can you do? A W is a W. I'll take it. Good stuff to Murphy. Still surprised he didn't bring the Mega Gallade. I prepped pretty extensively for that, honestly. I was going to bring a Chople Berry Heatran. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I switched like the Z-move stuff out. But yeah, so that was week 9. Oh my gosh, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. We're 7-1, which is super cool. I never thought I'd get this far. But yeah, next week, oh my god, who am I taking on next week? Next week we're taking on Gage again with the Wholesale Puppers. I just remembered. I don't have it up in front of me or whatever. And he's the team with the Raikou, the Suicune, the Entei, all the dogs. The Zygarde 10, every dog. Gramble. He has Gramble even. Like that's another dog he has. So yeah, stay tuned for that. We are at the top of the leaderboard right now, so we're definitely in the playoffs. So we have more videos coming. This is going to happen, and then after this, I have a little project I've been working on a lot, and then I plan on doing a Sword and Shield, or just a Pokemon Shield blind Nuzlocke when it comes out. And that's pretty much going to round out my content for, I don't even know, probably like till the end of December. I honestly have no clue. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream it. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but we'll see. If you guys like this content and if you want more stuff like this, please leave a like, please subscribe, please share. Do people share YouTube videos like this? No, they don't. Nobody shares YouTube videos like this. But, yep. So, till next time.